When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. The Cavaliers will kick it away to start us off. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense will have the opening possession of the game. To the air, it's Vega. Zings it complete to the right. After the filthy move, he's got room. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Hey, a lot of coaches talk about, let's set the tone early. Let's come out and assert our style. I like it. Let's just come out and fling it and make a big play and make this defense know we're ready to get this thing rolling.
Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
A shot toward the end zone. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs. Goes and gets it. Great job. Great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Louisiana. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will go to work for the first time today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
He'll keep it himself. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw, it's Vega. It's complete on the right side. Quick step and go. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Cajuns! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd and short, they're giving it to the tight end. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Dropping back, it's Vega. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Here's the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Big fullback's got it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are... Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Averill. Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Working on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Cavaliers headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Cavaliers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw, it's Averill. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Rides the back on the option to give. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Raging Cajuns have this offense rolling. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's Acker. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge... The defense. Great job and great effort. Getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling like a massive fumble recovery.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Fires to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. A strike downfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense and they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Gets it out quickly. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Back to pass, it's Vega. Using the quick game. Inside the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because
he's got it on the right. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is up.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
The Cavaliers are on the move. From the gun, running back on the move. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here we go, here we go. They give it to him again. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
Touchdown, Cavaliers! And that one will give them the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Vega. Right down the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Louisiana.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 11 over Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Landry. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense in the hurry-up. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Rides the back and leaves it. Finding open areas. Touchdown, Virginia! Great job by the back on the option. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. Send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Vega. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Raging Cajuns. And play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Cajuns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Carpenter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll get it up to the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
And the Cavaliers in the hurry up.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office, being able to execute.
There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Go straight ahead. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Smashes it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1.
And And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Bringing it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Back to throw. It's Vega. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Makes the catch. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Getting set for the point after.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The give as they work on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but...
Turning it on! why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Vega. Caught near the sticks. It's Crane. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And the Raging Cajuns with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
1st and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one out of reach. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 4 over Wyoming. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The screen, he's got wheels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down in the fourth quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back now.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.